This is ZIG Academy.
Okay, welcome to Zignaly Expert Series. Today we have a guest, John Simon from Trade and Server. He's one of our oldest traders in the platform. He started trading a couple of years ago with Signal Service, then copy trading, and now our flagship profit sharing. John Simon has almost 5,000 followers in Twitter and more than 2,000 investors in their current profit sharing service. So, John Simon, first of all, welcome. You want to talk a little bit about what is your background or how do you get until now?
First, thank you for having me. It's nice to be able to talk about the strategy and everything. So, the background, I don't have like any financial study. I started like maybe 15 years ago with a platform like eToro trading Forex. Then I quit that because it was terrible experience because I didn't know anything. Then I came back into crypto in 2017 with Ethereum at $17. I thought it was the best because it just went from 17 to I think $270 or something, and I made a lot of money there. And after that, 2018 happened. So it pretty much came back to even. Told myself it will never happen again. So I start learning about crypto trading and trend trading, start reading books, read many books and watch many like technical analysis. And I end up seeing that having an algorithm trading for you is probably the best way to go, as it remove emotion, and cryptocurrency can vary a lot. So it's better to remove the emotion out of that. A lot of testing, many hours, many weeks of work, and end up with a couple of strategies that Zignaly helped me to automate.
Right. You experience the things that I think almost everybody happened in 2017, win a lot of money, and after that lose a lot of money. So I understand you perfectly. So what are the profit sharing service that you are currently offer in Zignaly?
Profit sharing, I got the new one is called Break. It's one of the most recent one. It trades breakout, only long, and currently only trading Bitcoin and Ethereum on the long side. So it will trade I would say like a mid-term, because it trades on the 1 hour candle. So the trade will be open for maybe couple days to a week max. That's for break. I got the trend following 1 day, TF 1 day in the marketplace. This one trades on the 1 day candle. So you'll get like, it's a trend following strategy also. So we follow the trend. We'll go maybe months. You know, when Bitcoin and the other cryptocurrency are trending up or trending down, because we're going to go long and short on the strategy. So when you get big trend that goes for 6 months, we'll catch most of it. Like we'll be in the trade maybe like 4 months and a half or something, following the big movement. And this one's gonna do like big trade. Like let's say like Bitcoin goes up like 300%. You'll catch about like 175 of it because you'll miss the beginning and the end of the trend, but you'll still catch a good piece of it. I like that strategy as a very small drawdown, and the upside is pretty good for this one. It's pretty new now. It's like maybe 3-4 months old, but it's doing good. And the other one is I got trend following version 2. That's my oldest one. I started the signal provider with this one. Improved the strategy over time. That's probably my favorite one. It trades on the 4 hour candle. I would say the drawdown is relatively low. It's probably about 25% max, and it followed that rule, like small drawdown. The gains are okay. I think we're beating the S&P and everything. Could be better, will be better. Still working on improvement here and there, but overall I think it's a trustable strategy. It's the main one I use, the one I put most of my money in, that I trust a lot. And after that I got the roller coaster, which is a riskier strategy, mean reversion type. Mean reversion is the opposite of what I usually do about trend following is like when the market's dropping, you're trying to buy, thinking it's gonna come back to the mean, but this strategy doesn't trade in downtrend in the bear market or downtrend. I'm only gonna trade if the market's trending up and we get a little dump, like the price drop quickly, we'll get in and out very quickly. But it's a riskier strategy, so if any of you want to follow it, I suggest to put a smaller amount of money in this one than the other trend following one, which are more stable money wise in the variation of the equity curve. I also have another mean reversion type, which is called reversion, similar to roller coaster, catching the dip, buy, sell quickly, a very high rate of success. You have to know there's drawdown in every strategy. We use stop loss for every strategy, which will create drawdown but won't liquidate any account anyhow, unless a major problem on the exchange, of course. But the trading won't cause any liquidation as we use stop loss for everything. So yes, there will be drawdown, but overall the strategy will go up over time. I mean, yeah. So that's my. I got account building, which is a riskier strategy. Sorry, I forgot about that. It's trading Bitcoin only, account building, and doing badly lately. Big drawdown, risky strategy, very high risk per trade. It's gonna go back up, but market being sideways for the last almost 6 months with very little trend. It didn't have time to catch up. I'm pretty sure on the next big trend, we'll be back on track with this one too. So that's my sixth strategy. Yeah.
That's cool. You have, like you say, 6 strategy. That's a lot. You already mentioned about the some pairs that you frequently use. What are normally the pairs that you are used to trade, or you prefer to trade with?
Prefer Bitcoin and Ethereum as they're the main coin. You know, Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB. But I'll trade anything that's got some decent volume to avoid slippage. And yeah, pretty much like trend following one day we're trading 65 pairs on it. Trend following version 2, I think we're around 27 pairs being traded. Reversion is the same, around 30 pairs. So it's just like new strategy that I start, like break. I prefer to just stay with Bitcoin and Ethereum as they're the leaders of the market. And after that, I start adding pairs. I see how it goes. Goes smoothly to add more pair. And yeah, really any pair. I'll trade anything.
That's cool. That leads me to the next question. Why do you choose crypto instead of traditional markets, like you mentioned at the beginning of the interview, Forex, for example?
I think it just randomly happened. eToro was an easy access platform that I used back in the day. Like there was advertising everywhere. I don't know if you remember. Now Canada is banned from that platform, but it was everywhere. So you just start with that. And then I left eToro because I was just losing money, but clearly I didn't know what I was doing. It's just randomly, this thing's gonna go up, and so I quit. And then I came back, and they added Bitcoin and Ethereum on it, and I just bought Ethereum on eToro, which is I think it was a contract CFD, so it's not the real Ethereum. And then I went on Google, learned about Ethereum, and I thought that thing is great, and Bitcoin is great. I don't like banks. Let's go for crypto. And it was fairly easy to just start trading crypto, so I liked it and just went for it instead of the traditional Forex or stocks bound. But I do trade some stocks also on private account for me.
Okay, that's cool. You already mentioned about your strategies and how they work and what they do. Like, for example, trends and reversions. Why do you choose this type of strategy and not another type of strategy, like, for example, scalping or swing trading or something like that?
I'll do kind of both. Like my mean reversion one, roller coaster and reversion. Reversion is gonna trade maximum 1 day. A trade won't be open more than 24 hours. It could be like a day trading. Roller coaster will have trades that like stay open for maybe 3 minutes and then we close them. So could see it as kind of scalping, but it's not always going to be the case. So these two strategies are more like on the quick side, like 1 day and less. We get fixed target. It's not for a roller coaster. It's not using a fixed amount of the price. It's more like ATR and stuff. The average true range that we're gonna look at and just sell quickly. Reversion is a fixed amount, like just trading like small profit, in the small range and when we're going up. And for the trend following one, I'll trade from like I said earlier, like a 1 hour candle to the 1 day candle. So the trades really go from a couple of days to weeks and months, and there's no particular reason to trade that long. I like to get the big trend, but like I say, I have no problem going for a few minute trade. I developed a strategy like that did very well for scalping, but the problem is like when you go too small trading, like 30-second, 1 minute, the profit is so small that the exchange fees just eat up the profit and you end up at a loss, even if the strategy is profitable. So that's why I go like more little, like 30 minutes and up for my trading.
That's cool. If you need to define yourself as your trading style, for example, how you will define yourself as a trading style? You mentioned trends, breakouts, reversions. What is your favorite?
Like trend following and breakouts usually goes hand in hand. Like my trend following strategy, breakout is a trend following strategy, and most of my strategy are trend following, and even the mean reversion one are gonna follow the main trend because I don't want to go against the trend. Primarily a trend follower, and that's what I learned about, and that makes a lot of sense to me. And like to go forward with your trading and keep your strategy going, and the strict rules that you follow, you need to trust your strategy, and that's what I trust the most for having good trade. Even if sometime we'll go sideways and wait a bit before the profit comes. I know at least like we've been doing good. I saw a lot of trader pass by and go to the top and go to the bottom and leave. So pretty happy. I'm still here. So we'll keep trend following.
Yeah, that's always a good option. When you trade, what are the things that you are looking to make decisions? Of course, without revealing your strategy.
Yeah, as trend follower, like I'm gonna look, of course, at the moving average, and I'll look at volume. I'll look at the highs and lows of previous day or previous month, and see what was the range, where we're trading. If we break out and go up, like we keep following that price. Or as for the mean reversion, I'll look at like, is the price dropping more than it should, like more than it's been doing in the last X day. Like usually you trade like that, it's gonna follow some kind of pattern. It's all like tools that you can add to a chart that the range it's trading, and as soon as it goes like out of the ordinary for that period of time, like you can try to jump in. That's maybe more complicated to explain, so just keep it to the trend following. We're going up, I'm going up. If it starts to go down, we'll follow the price, we'll short it. We had a good short on Luna, which everybody knows about anyway. So yeah, we just follow the price. I'm not trying to predict or think about other stuff. I got the tools on the chart, the moving average, high lows, ATR again, average true range, that can help you like know when to exit if you put it lagging behind the highest price you went up. Yeah, it might be complicated. If anybody wants to learn about trading, yeah, there's a lot of book about it. It's hard to explain like a good strategy in 10 minutes. So there's a lot of books and reading.
Okay, taking advantage about, you already mentioned the Luna event and everything. What do you think that really happened with Luna? Of course, your personal opinion,
I didn't check it much, like because I don't trade fundamentals. Of course, I looked a bit at it because I saw it everywhere on social media, and I'm like, oh, Luna, yeah, I'm trading that. So I opened my dashboard. I'm like, oh, that Luna trade is doing pretty good. We did like 98.3%. I decided to close the short at that point because not not gonna stay for another 1%. So I just closed the trade. But I don't know what happened. From what I saw, like people are saying like an attack like to make the price drop because it's an algorithm. So if you can play with the algorithm and just like make it move and make them sell all their BTC or make them sell all their whatever is holding the price up, well, maybe some people get profit out of it, like I did, but like, mentally or anything, like I'm not another project trying to attack them, so I don't know. Maybe another project, or well, I care because it's bad for crypto in general, but I don't know. Maybe people need to do more research. There wasn't a good project. I know people put a lot of money, lost a lot of money, which is bad. I don't know if people have seen it come. Like I said, I'm not a fundamental investor. I'm not gonna research and put my money there and leave it there thinking the price only gonna go up or will always come back up. I don't trust it. We all saw like even traditional market, you can real estate market of the USA it crashed. Like so anything can crash. Crypto's not safer than housing, I guess. So like you gotta be careful in anything you invest in. You always need to have always put a stop, always put a limit. You can't invest blindly and just think it's gonna go up. You need like a safety net at the bottom. Keep your money. It's your money. So be careful with it. And yeah, that's the only thing I can suggest to people. Be careful when you invest in anything.
It's super related with my next question. How do you deal with the FOMO and FAD losses and all the psychology part of the investment, trading, and everything?
Because I'm trading with an algorithm. It's a bot. It's a generate. It's not a bot. It's a build. It's the bot that I built myself. So I know exactly what it's doing. I know the rules of entry. I know the rules of exit. I know why it stopped trading, why it will trade, and everything. So I trust it. It's back tested. I worked back tested. So we tested it for years back. It did good. So of course it's not a guarantee it will work good, but I know that the downside is protected. Like I know what to expect from the trading. I know I'm not gonna win every trade. When you have confidence in your strategy, it's way easier to just watch it and let it go because you know it can do well. Just like show your kid how to drive a bicycle. Once you start driving the bicycle, after a month, you're not worried. You're like, okay, you can do it. The strategy can do it. I trust the strategy. Of course, I'm gonna look at it because there can always be like trade didn't open for some reason or Binance is having some trouble. You need to keep an eye on it. Also, like the risk is the same for all my trade. The risk is predefined. I know, like for example, if I lose a trade and trend following one day and it hit the stop loss, it's not even gonna lose 1% of the whole portfolio. But we're trading 65 pairs, so it helped to reduce the overall risk. All you need to know is like you need to know how the strategy work, and that's why I try to educate my followers all the time and put as much detail as I can without telling every detail of the strategy, but to explain how it works and the drawdowns and the risk that we're taking so people can trust the strategy and knows that everything is normal. Even when things look bad, it's normal and it will happen. And then we'll be back on track.
I really like your example about the kid and the bicycle. It makes a lot of sense the way you explain. So my last question before I leave you to ask or say anything that you want. What do you think about USDT and the pegging of one USD? You think that it's represent a real threat to the market that really could lose the value of $1 or not? What is your opinion about that?
I don't know. There's been a lot of FUD over the year with USDT, and they always came back pretty good. I saw last week the ed guy for USDT was tweeting like people that are worried because it dropped to 0.95, I think, or something. And people got worried, and he sent a tweet that you can always send your USDT on the Tether website and exchange it 1-for-1. They'll never take the price of the exchange or anything. But yeah, if they don't have the asset on the side, that could be bad. But as of now, that never happened. They exchange a lot of USDT 1-to-1 on their website when the market was lower. People were buying it at 0.95, and they went on Tether website to sell it 1-for-1. You do 5% right there. So the demand is there. I think people are trusting it. They'll take advantage. If USDT goes like 5% down, people are going to jump on it to get it, bringing the price probably up. Also, if it goes down like UST, Luna story, will just be long on Bitcoin probably and the other crypto, as the price of the USDT will drop, price of BTC will just skyrocket following it. And by the time you learn the news, you can just sell and swap probably, because it's only like two assets they're trading against each other. So if one loses value, the other one goes up. So there's always that balance between the two. I'm not too worried with it, and I look at it every once in a while because there's always spot on it. So far, so good. Maybe we'll switch to another USDC or BUSD at one point, but for now, I prefer USDT as more volume, and I still trust them. Yeah.
That's cool. I don't know if you want to say something to our community and everybody that is watching this. This is your moment to make your recommendations, your opinion about your service, the marketplace, the general market situation, or whatever you want to comment. This is your time.
Well, maybe say this then. I got a message that I'm trying to pass for a while is to be careful and to invest smartly on Zignaly. Zignaly can be a good platform to invest, but you don't have to put all your money in one trader. You should diversification is the best if you want to keep your money. If you're just jumping from one trader to the other, you'll end up blowing your account because you'll never be happy. No strategy wins all the time. So if you go with the trader of the hour right now and you start going bad, you'll just jump to the other one and you'll just catch all the drawdowns of everybody, or you'll get stuck into some trade, and you don't want that. So you probably wants to put, like, even for my strategy, I allocate different amount depending on the risk of each. I know my trend following are less risky than my mean reversion, so there's more allocated. I got maybe 75% of all my monies in trend following and 25% in mean reversion. You should do the same. Like, nothing's easy. You still need to do your homework. If you choose a trader, make sure that you explain what he's doing, so when he's losing, you don't go see him and wonder why and be stressed and want to leave the service. You want someone you trust, you invest, you're there, keep it for a year or something, and see how it goes. Instead of, I see a lot of people jumping from one place to the other, and then they're not happy. That's not the way to do. You need to find something you like, go for it. It's not going to be always perfect, but in the long run, you'll be better doing that. So that's what I'm suggesting to the listener. Diversify.
That's 100% true. We saw that in our marketplace constantly. The users don't diversify enough. So I'm with you in that. I think the diversification is the best option. Choose 10 traders, 15 traders, 20 traders, and diversify between them and understand what they do.
One will go down, the other one will be up. So you'll have a better line of growth overall. Might be less than those straight up line, but it will be safer, at least. Safer.
Yeah, it's like create an index of traders.
And that's about it. My little speech about it. I don't know. I don't have more to add about it. Yeah.
That's perfect. It's perfectly. Jean-Simon, thanks a lot for this time, for sharing all this knowledge with us, and to reply all these questions for our community.
Thank you guys for
Thank you
the
so much.
opportunity, and hopefully it was clear. I don't do interview much, so yeah, hope it was clear, not too stressed, and hope some of you will like my service.
I'm pretty sure that they will like your service. Okay, Jean-Simon, thank you, and have a nice day, and see you in the marketplace.